Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how you can use concealer to cover dark circles under your eyes. Today I am showing you a new technique that I definitely recommend everyone use. For those of you who've never seen me before, I make videos for guys who are looking to use makeup or concealer or anything like that to improve their appearance. But these videos, they're not for guys who want to look like they have a full face of makeup. These are the techniques that I'm showing you are discreet, and if you follow them correctly, no one will be able to know that you're wearing anything on your face. So if that's for you, keep watching. The things you'll need for this are a concealer that's a pretty close match to your skin tone. The concealer I'm using here is from my own brand, The Others, and you can buy this on my website. There's a link in the show notes. But you can use any concealer that you prefer. It can be from a drugstore, it can be from Sephora. As long as it's a close match to your skin tone, it'll work for you. The other thing that I'm using is, I'll be using a beauty blender today, and this will help me blend it out when it's under my eye. But this is optional, it's nice to have. I will show you how to use this, and if you don't have one of these, then I'll also show you how to use your finger. The last thing that you need is a setting powder. And this is the new thing I want to show you today. And it makes it so the concealer will not crease under your eyes, and it'll stay on a lot longer throughout the day. I said earlier that you don't need one of these to blend the concealer, but you do need something like this to apply the setting powder. So let's get to it. So I'm going to just take a little bit here on my pinky, and again, this is the finger technique here, and I'm just going to apply it under my eye, like a little dabbing motion, like that, just so you have a little bit. And I'll do the same thing on the other side before I blend it in. All right, so it's on there, and now I'll blend it with my finger on this side. So I'm just gonna use a tapping motion. You never wanna like smear it. So yeah, just lightly tap it until it's blended in. That's blended in pretty well, just using my finger. I'll do this side now using the beauty blender, and then we'll go back over it with the setting powder. The beauty blender just helps, it keeps your fingers clean obviously, but it also just helps it blend out a bit more naturally. And I think it just adds a slightly nicer finish to the blend. I'm gonna just touch up that side a little bit too. All right, so look, you could just leave it here. That's what and not apply a setting powder. I did this for years, and again, only discovered a setting powder maybe about 6 months ago, and that's really improved, the longevity of my concealer throughout the day. So I definitely recommend it. So what you're gonna do here is, again, this is a setting powder that from my brand. You're just going to take your beauty blender or your brush, and you're just gonna like get a little bit on the end, and then just tap it over the top of your concealer. So it should look like that. That's a bit of powder, and then if you have too much, just blow it off, and then just dab it like that. And what this is going to do is, if you didn't apply this, your concealer would feel a little bit tacky, like a little bit wet, if you ran your finger over it, and so it wouldn't last as long throughout the day. And it will crease as well under your eyes. And this just really sets it. hence why it's called a setting powder. So I'll do the other side now. And again, it's completely transparent, and when you're done, you'll know you're done when you can like rub your finger over it and it feels really smooth and dry to the touch. Since I do have a bit of a pimple here, I will also use this to cover that as well. I'll show you. It's simpler because it's just one spot. So just put a little bit over it like that. Use your finger if you don't have a beauty blender and just dab it out. That's it. And then again, I'll just put a little bit of setting powder on top of that. And that's it. Thanks for watching. If you want to head to my website, you can buy this men's concealer there, matched exactly to your skin tone. But if not, you can head down to really any drugstore or supermarket and buy a concealer from there. Just make sure it's a good match for your skin tone.